You, my dear, are a pathetic drama baiter who cannot achieve relevance in any way other than trying to cause needless conflict. Hey everybody, so I'm recording this after I recorded the rest of the video. Little history on that video. That video was supposed to just be a react. I was told that what we had was Zonia talking shit about me and my mods on Tom Foolery's show. So wanted to react to that for the drama channel. Zonia, if you don't know, is one of the lowest tier of the NCC haters on the tier list, right? She is the Wicked Witch of Twitch. She's the one who doxed one of my mods, right? A trans woman whose voice she shared with thousands of people. A trans woman who wasn't out yet. Her first experience of being heard in public was being doxed by Zonia. Was having her audio recording, and I don't know how you say that shit's legal, Zonia. If you know, I guess the courts will decide, right? But yeah, it was you know, distributed through Dylan Burns. All right, so yeah, Zonia's a bad person. We already know that. That's not surprising. What I didn't know is that I was gonna witness Zonia doxing another one of my mods. And, you know, the traditional, like, when I said dox, and you're like, but that's her voice. Is that really a dox? Okay, I mean, like, if you don't think that's a dox, you don't know what doxing is. Doxing is releasing private stuff publicly. This mod's voice was private, you know. She wasn't out as trans. If you're not trans, maybe that doesn't make sense to you. But if you are, you know what a betrayal of the trans community Zonia committed. Zonia is a traitor to trans people, okay? Zonia's done some really bad things, and she did it to another trans mod of mine, okay? So this is somebody, she read his name out. She said his name, his actual real life name, associated with his name, you know, his username, right? That's textbook doxing, right? So if before you were a Zonia stan, you were like, I'm not sure that's really a dox, no comment chick. Well, now, you satisfied? You satisfied? She straight up doxed another one of my mods, okay? And that's why I'm glad I didn't react to this. I had a feeling that this should be a video for No Drama Chick rather than a reaction, and I'm so glad that my intuition was on there, right? Because I would have transmitted my own mod's dox if I had reacted to that, okay? So yeah, I mean, we dodged a bullet there. God damn, I would feel so bad if I was helping Zonia, like, to dox one of my mods, and I almost did that. But like, there was something in me that was like, yeah, no, not quite right. And when I looked at it again, I was like, wait a minute, is that your real name? And my mod was like, yes, that's my real name that she's saying. She is trying to get people hurt or something. I don't know what her deal is, but I can say for sure that she is no friend to trans people. If you have this person on your mod team, creators, what are you thinking? Understand, this woman's a spy, okay? This woman acts for larger creators in the interest of larger people with clout that can give her stuff, right? Against smaller creators. That's what she does. And she's doxed 2 trans people. I don't know what her deal was that. She herself is trans, right? So just so you're knowing, but yeah, that's a betrayal. You know, showing somebody's voice who's not out to a massive audience. Zonia, you betrayed trans people that day, and you've done it again, okay? You doxed a member of my mod team. Luckily, Tom Foolery, I'm gonna give him credit, no friend of NCC. But Tom Foolery did the right thing and took it down, all right? I don't know if Tom realized what he had, but yeah, no, that was a doxing. That was an intentional doxing. I almost spread it. I dodged the bullet at the last minute. But, you know, I guess you're going to see more Zonia content. I guess Zonia decided, Zonia, this is a fucked up thing to be famous for, but it couldn't have happened to a worse person. Zonia, if I were you, I would crawl back underneath whatever rock it is you crawled out from under. NCC out. Hey everybody, NCC, your friendly neighborhood drama baiter. It looks like I am not the one drama baiting though today. We've got a very old friend from way down on the NCC hater tier list. Somebody barely even notable. I know you're excited, chat. Yes, the Wicked Witch of Twitch is back. She can't forget me. She's been talking shit about me on Twitter, right? She's been also talking shit about me on Twitch. Yeah, there's been a lot of shit talked, and I haven't really responded because she's Zonia, and she's no one, and, you know, there's just no reason. But recently she's been on some stuff. a cross-examination of a streamer who was alleging being victimized by a sex pest. Yeah, she was part of that shit. She was part of a really, what's going to go down as a really dirty chapter of Twitch politics, right? Where somebody's victimization was used as a political football, was toyed with, and was turned into a trial of her. Now, chat, when we say believe victims, some people misunderstand that. Some people think that means if somebody claims they're a victim, that's it, they're a victim. The person they accuse, might as well put them under the jail, right? They're guilty. No questions asked. You cannot question that this document. This is not true. That is not how that works. When we say believe victims, it means avoid that shit where we turn it into a cross-examination of the victim. Because what happens is that the victim's not just accusing, you know, an imaginary person. The victim is accusing somebody that's got friends. These friends are gonna make the best assumption about their friend, and in order to dissuade any sort of guilt, the impulse is to attack the victim. You see this with the police, you know, the way that people who report, you know, sexual assault are treated by police a lot of times is kind of an interrogation. This is what happened on Twitch, right? ZoniaLive was part of this, and she can't stop talking about me. Okay, like I said, she's been alleging harassment on Twitter. She's never described what form this harassment takes, right? But from the sounds of it, it's like anyone talking about you online that you don't like, that's harassment. In fact, she goes stronger. She says stalking, chat. Chat, I've been stalked. I've been literally stalked. I've had a guy think that he was in a relationship with me when he wasn't, write me creepy songs trying to get me to play them on stream, and then insisting on Twitter that we were boyfriend and girlfriend. Let's watch this Tom Foolery episode. Now, we do Tom Foolery, no fan of me, not a fan, but Zonia's going to come on Tom Foolery's show, and what Zonia's selling is an idea that she's getting stalked, and Tom Foolery actually asks her the question, what do you mean stalked, right? Well, guess what? Spoiler, she doesn't mean stalked. She doesn't mean like what I went through. She doesn't mean like where you feel like your life is physically in danger because somebody is obsessed with you, like has unrequited feelings. Zonia, this is what we're talking about. This dude had fucking unrequited feelings for me. Was insisting on us being in a relationship, right? Do you see what I'm talking about? This is a weird fucking parasocial thing that was going on, right? Where this dude thought that you know, things that I'd said to him in DMs constituted a fucking relationship. Zonia, this was scary ass shit, okay? And I don't appreciate you using my lived experience as a fucking metaphor for the fact that you don't like other people talking shit about you on the internet. Zonia, listen, if you didn't want that, maybe try not doxing trans women, which is what you did. You took someone who's hadn't spoken public as herself, speaking in the confidence of our mod team. She had your trust, Zonia. You broke her trust. You betrayed her, Zonia. You betrayed your trans sister. So don't talk to me about, like, you don't have the right to do fucked up shit to people and have people shut up about it, because that's what Zonia's asking for. When she's characterizing everything anybody says about the ways that she's victimized people as harassment, as stalking, that she's just like, okay, I'm gonna do this shit to you and you step off. No, Zonia, you don't get special justice, you don't get special treatment. You're a bad person. And the internet knows that. And it's only going to get worse, Zonia, because you're about to say some fucked up shit here. And we're going to watch this.
Boblova and Zonia. What?
Okay, so I was wondering who this other voice is. This is Boblova. This is, I can't remember what her name is, but it's the chick that put the beard shadow Wojak on Demon Mama's face. I can't remember the name of this person. But it's that person's, like, like bestie. That's all I know about Bob Lova is those two are thick as thieves. Hopefully though, Bob Lova's not a transmed.
What can I do for you two on this fine evening?
I have been dealing with...
Like, I mean, I like to assume the best about people. Yeah, I don't know Bob Lova, so I'm not going to make assumptions just because of who Bob Lova's friends are, but, I mean...
Harassment. It's like NCC's mods have come at, like, woken up from the dead and decided to start harassing me again. What? How long is it now? 6 months later? No. 5...
So yeah, if anybody looks like they've woken up from the dead, it is not my mod team.
Months.
Started in
I don't know, 4 months later, I guess. Yeah, so they're
Yeah, it has been a long time, Zonia. Why are you still obsessed with us? Like, haven't you done enough to us? Isn't like doxing a trans woman's voice enough? Isn't that enough, Zonia? No, apparently not. Apparently she's still obsessed with us.
Pretty obsessive. Getting stalked again.
Why? What are they saying?
How did you just pop in, showing up with their names and popping in? One of them came in and said that they were and they had a different name because I banned their original name, right? So they came in with a different name and they said something cryptic.
It's a ban button. Like, I don't understand why you gotta come to Tom Foolery for this. She's starting drama. That's why she's coming to Tom Foolery. She doesn't want to be left alone. She wants to start shit. She wants the opposite of to be left alone. And Zonia, that's why I'm not biting on your drama bait, okay? This is going straight to the drama channel. I don't need to have a bad lady stream about it. I don't need to make a big deal about this. But yeah, people are going to see who you are. People are going to see what you're doing. And people are going to be reminded of how fucking cringe you are, Zonia. What a terrible person you are. And it only gets worse. Like, it's just like, this is weird flex after weird flex.
You know, and I kind of got the hint at that point, but then...
I don't think the chat's even interested in what she's saying.
But then they said it's so they were using an account that was... And then showed up...
So real quick, the
showed up as well.
Stuff started. So my panel with her where I interviewed. So
yeah, and for me, so when I left her community, it was April 13th. Is when I bailed on her.
That's a weird way of saying got fired, but okay.
On her community and left my last message. Yeah, so 4 months ago. Imagine being that obsessed.
Zonia, you don't have to imagine. You're living that dream right now. And it's pathetic. Zonia, please stop. This isn't good for you. This isn't going to grow your channel. You're just looking ridiculous. And obsessed.
Wait, what caused them to actually, like, come back? It's the primary question I have.
So wait, okay. So hold on. So
I didn't hear what Pavlova said.
Why are we calling this harassment? Like they're coming into your chat and just asking what?
Yeah.
So that's pushback from Tom Foolery. Now, like I said, Tom Foolery is no friend of mine, but I think what this is Tom Foolery at his heart, he's a free speech guy. Tom Foolery's idea is that, like, he thinks that Zonia is really seeing my mods. I don't know if she's seeing, like, imposter accounts. Most likely, it sounds like she's getting trolled. Tom's idea is that, like, you should just talk it out with your opponents. And you know what? I'm going to disagree with you here, Tom. If Zonia feels uncomfortable with anyone in her chat, then ban them, block them, whatever. Like, don't deal with that shit, Zonia. As a streamer, that's one of the first things you gotta do. I don't know if you're so desperate for views that you've got to keep trolls in your chat, but I would say absolutely, like, you know, block them. You know, if you don't want to, if people's names bring up bad emotions for you, you have every right to maintain your boundaries. That's your space, Zonia. Please, I implore you to gatekeep it. you know, for your chat, whoever's there, and for yourself, right? You don't listen to Tom Foolery, all right? He's got this free speech absolutist shit, right? I think you should just go with what you feel. If you don't want to deal with an account, you don't have to deal with that account. But please, Zonia, like, don't pretend that you need to come on Tom Foolery's to deal with something that is just a mouse click away. All right? You're trying to drama bait. This is the same shit that you accused me of doing, and look at who's doing it. You. It's pretty clear what you're doing here. It's pretty clear who's been pursuing drama. It's pretty clear who won't let this go. Zonia, it's you. And you need to get off of this.
I mean, because they know that that I don't want anything to do with them, so they're showing up. They're doing follows and stuff, and then one of them went into chat and started saying something. But yeah, like, these are people I never ever want to see again. They really kind of turned my life upside down.
I mean, are you sure they're there to be like?
I mean, Zonia, the kind of trolls that I get on my Twitch, right? They're the kind that'll come back as a different name again and again and again and again and again and again and again. And I know you've said you do some trolling on my YouTube account. I sure hope you're not one of those accounts that's coming back again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Because I mean, this is pretty sad. But you have said that you do trolling on my YouTube. I'd like to ask you how this is any different. How do you expect anybody to believe you when you're so inconsistent?
Combative.
Dude,
and not like...
there is zero op.
And Tom's talking like you almost want to love him for this. You almost want to like he's saying that Zonia and the mods should talk it out. That's adorable, Tom. That is truly adorable. That's completely not going to happen. Not after what Zonia's done to my community, right? But at the same time, adorable that's what he's thinking. That's why he's. But like, also, I don't know. No, Zonia has the absolute right to police her community. She should block anybody that she doesn't want there. That's no problem.
They are out of my life for good, for literal bullying and harassment, right? And stalking.
Okay, so now you said literal bullying. The thing is, there is no literal bullying. Bullying is a figure of speech, okay? Literal bullying, I don't know, turning into a bull and running at somebody when they have a matador cake. I don't know, is that what literal bullying is? Okay, when you're talking about something that's bullying, like, you need to be descriptive. Otherwise, it sounds like an ass pull. And Zonia, everything that you've said here bears the hallmarks of an ass pull, okay? Like, when I talk about bullying, I'm talking about somebody calling me a gender bitch in chat. I'm talking about, someone, making death threats in chat. Like, all this shit has happened to me. All this stuff happens very, very regularly to me and is part of being a streamer, unfortunately. Especially part of being a trans streamer. I've been bullied. I can point to the exact way I have. You were bullying me. And bullying my mods by doxing their voices, right? We were talking about trans women who hadn't been out, who were, talking in the voice chat to you and the rest of the mod team, people that they trusted, and you broke that trust, Zonia. You broke that trust. You broke their trust, and you doxed their voices. That's bullying. That's bullying, okay? You going to a larger producer and trying to crush my small community when I had the gall to stand up for trans rights, that's bullying, Zonia. And one has to wonder if might be a little bit of self-hate mixed in with that, too.
Going into communities, bad-mouthing me.
Sure.
There's no return from that ever.
That's not what I'm asking,
impossible.
though. Like,
I mean, that's true. There's no return from what you did, Zonia. Like, you're a bad person.
Are they there, like, to be combative, or do you think they're there just to, like, try to rebuild a relationship, or to, like, to see if that's possible?
They're here,
oh my god.
No, they're here to scare.
I don't want a relationship with somebody as close to authoritarian nationalists as Zonia is. I could say a stronger word than authoritarian nationalists, right? And I mean, like, there's a reason, like, I mean, Zonia's close to a lot of really yikes people. Like, look, Tom Foolery has been part of the politically provoked scene. She's just, let's be honest, she's around a lot of Nazis, and you're gonna see that on stream later. On when she's on Sonsoles with, let's see, Flamenco, Doobie, and Brittany from Politically Provoked. Like, right there's a lot of really scary stuff. You know, the people that she hangs out with, the people that she relies on for power, are scary people.
Jeremy is what it is.
Because they're probably the only ones that'll take somebody of such low, moral character as you.
More than likely. Probably combative as well.
It's hard to make a call on that, considering that they're actually making like alts and stuff. I would say it's probably to be competitive, but like.
Yeah.
Okay, look, I feel like Zonia's getting sea-lioned here. I don't know what she's dealing with. My guess is, because she can't go into any specifics, that she's pulling it out of her ass, and she's not getting harassed. But, Zonia, I don't know that for sure. If you're getting harassed, like I said, protect yourself. Protect your community. You have every right to. Don't listen to Bob Lova and Tom Foolery, these free speech absolutists. I think this is drivel. I think that, you cultivate the kind of atmosphere that you want in your community, and if that doesn't include, like, people, like, bothering you, even though I can't really figure out how they're bothering you, but you say that they're bothering you, you say that they exist, you say that they're not figments of your imagination. Zonia, you have every right. You have every right to block the people that you want to. Now, going on Tom Foolery and starting drama, you have the right to do that too. But Zonia, I have the right to expose you for what you are. And you, my dear, are a pathetic drama baiter who cannot achieve relevance in any way other than trying to cause needless conflict, trying to Darvo people, accusing everyone of harassment and stalking when you're the one who won't let this shit go. Zonia, stop. There's gotta be more to life than you doing this shit for months and months and months and months. Zonia, please, I don't need you to ever say my name again, okay? Like...
Realistically, it's probably just a troll.
Realistically, I mean, no, it probably is just a troll.
Yeah.
But regardless, ban him.
So
I don't think Zonia knows why Flamenco.
I don't think if one of my mods was going in to talk, let's just say that one of my mods wanted to rebuild the bridges with Zonia. If Zonia doesn't want to do that, then Zonia's got every right to block them.
Go was on that panel because she jumped on later on in the panel. So
okay, so we're back to talking about the panel.
Super quiet. I don't know what's wrong with this.
We're back to the panel.
Flamenco was on it because
no Nazi Flamenco.
Flamenco was in
race realist
Sonsol's chat, part of the argumentation and discourse in there, and Flamenco has a lot of the politically provoked people are in Sonsol's chat, right? And Brittany was there as well.
He jumped in with the politically provoked people, right? Like BPF, Brittany.
He jumped in, so there were many iterations.
So Zonia was apparently a mod for Politically Provoked. Like, she's got her fingers in all kinds of weird right-wing pies, and yet she somehow still gets fucked with by people on the left. Listen, if you've got Zonia in your community, you're doing that at your own risk. I've already told you what she did to my community. I've already told you how little respect she has for other trans women, all right? Be warned, right? If you bring her into any project that you're doing, if that goes against power, you are very likely to be betrayed. And so by going against Dylan, I'm bad and I deserve what happened to me. I deserve to be lied about by her. I deserve to be recorded, even if those recordings are illegal. I deserve it because I'm a bad person for going against power. She was asked, why were you on stream with a Nazi? And her response was, well, the Nazi was in Sonsol's chat and was part of the discourse. We were discoursing with the Nazi, so of course I come on and discourse. She doesn't fucking see the problem. She's on there with Big Papa Fascist, Brittany from Politically Provoked, and Flamenco. And she doesn't see the problem. Okay? And she's, as you're going to hear, completely acclimated to this right-wing environment, right? She is a creature of this right-wing environment. These are the kind of people that are NCC haters.
And so it was, people were popping in and out depending on like what they wanted
If you say poppin', then it makes it okay to be on stream with a Nazi?
to discuss.
It was just, we're popping in. You don't understand. It was popping. It was popping. It was popping. It was a poppin' time with the Nazis. That's good shit,
about
Zonia.
the prime drama.
That's good shit. Well, we got to talk about bring the Nazis on to talk about the prime drama. I'm sure they'll have a good contribution. I'm sure that's not going to drag the whole conversation in a weird right-wing direction when it's already informed by basically Gamergate logic. Yeah.
Wait, why was Flamenco hopping on with like politically provoked people? That's a bit strange.
It is strange.
For me.
I mean, I've never heard him
Yeah.
on Politically Provoked, so like.
Yeah,
that
no,
seems
I
interesting.
think it's
Different,
strange because it's like
different strains of Nazism.
barely acting with the
Yeah, that's true. Like, he's not. I kind of associate him with that, you know, kind of group of or type of people, right? But
That type of
that's a good
people.
point.
I wouldn't.
Well,
Your new friends, Sonia. Your new friends.
so if he was on the kill stream, and BPF just recently went on the kill stream, and BPF jumped in at the same time as Flamenco, then there's a chance that the two of them are actually related. in
That makes
way.
sense.
And that would make more sense because the first time that I jumped in, it was Flamenco BPF together on the stream,
Right.
Talking, and then
So I know what the thing that they're talking about now is that BPF, the main debater from Politically Provoked, aka Big Papa Fascist, yeah, that's the dude's name. They got in a controversy with Brittany and got booted out of the organization. And then this was when Samantha Banana dropped the logs that showed Brittany knew that there were Nazis on the server. I don't know, chat. It's just like there's a bunch of Nazis, okay? And I see a bunch of Nazis, and I'm just like, all right, well, you know, like, see where they are? I'm gonna be over here. I'm gonna be over here where there aren't Nazis. I'm gonna be on a decidedly anti-fascist quadrant of the political compass, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna be where the Nazis aren't. Thank you very much, Zonia.